let's talk about the Yankees.
Yeah, I think they're going to win the wild card. It's just the pitching staff, but we'll get to that in a second. Girardi came out today or yesterday, and said that Jeter's going to lead off. Damon's going to hit second. I love Jeter leading off. I know he's a perfect two-hitter, but if you're telling me I can get a guy that's getting on base, 39% of the time, he's going to lead off for me. Jeter, Damon second. Teixeira is just a great sign. The short porch still in Yankee Stadium. He'll hit third. Matsui fourth. Posada fifth. Nady sixth. Cano seventh. Cody Ransom, poor guy, he doesn't have big shoes to fill. It's only A-Rod. So Ransom hit eighth and Brett Gardner ninth. You can tell there's just a little hole in the lineup until A-Rod gets back. I know that sounds funny, but you can really see where they're missing that big pop hitting fourth. But, man, when he comes back, you got to go, Jeter, Damon, Teixeira, A-Rod. That lineup's really scary.
Well, it's still loaded without him in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the scary part.
It is. He's, 8 and 9 kind of struggle. Still not sold on Xavier Nady. That's me. But that pitching staff, CC coming out. He's your ace. AJ Burnett's second. Chin-Min Wong's third. Pettit's your fourth starter, who is just consistent. You know what you get out of him. Jabba Tamerlan is the number 5 starter in the bullpen, or in the starting rotation. That's unbelievable. Mo Rivera coming out of the pen. I will tell you, I really think the difference in this division are the closers. I think Papelbon is more dominant now than Mo. I think Mo can blow 6, 7, 8 saves a year, and I don't think Papelbon does, and that's why I think Red Sox maybe win this division by about 3 games.
Moving on to the Red Sox, they picked up Rocco Baldelli this season, but how do you see them shaking out?
The Red Sox?
Yes.
I think they win the division going away. I think Ellsbury's going to steal you 50 bases. Wins, he's the first one that's done that in years for Boston as a leadoff man. Pedroia, Big Papi, Euclid, they're just loaded. Jason Bay hitting 5th, really had a good year.
How about their starting lineup and their bullpen?
Bullpen of Beckett, Lester, Matsuzaka, Penny, and Wakefield.
Rotation.
I love
those guys.
Yeah, I love the rotation. Sorry about that. Bullpen, Papelbon closing the door. I think he's the best closer in baseball.
He's the scariest closer in baseball.
Yeah, he's the best.
I'm just saying, like, his face that he makes.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have a goatee. Most closers have, facial hair. He does not, and that's a rarity.
There you go, and that's the reason he's good.
That's right.
Rounding out the division are the 2 teams that never seem to have a chance. The Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. What do you see between these two?
Well, they're battling for last, obviously. But the only reason I can put Baltimore in 4th, which is, this is funny to say. Baltimore finished the season last year 68-93. Toronto finished 86-76. Toronto finished in 4th. 10 games above 500, and you finish in 4th. You want to talk about a crappy division to be in and have no chance whatsoever.
Joke.
They still finish 11 games back. I think Baltimore can close that gap so much that I think they're going to finish in 4th. And the reason why, I think the loss of A.J. Burnett with Toronto really hurts that squad. It's really going to come out and hurt that Toronto team. Baltimore, the reason I like them, a little more balance in the lineup with Brian Roberts leading off, Morris second, Markakis, who's probably going to be an all-star. He'll hit 3rd. Aubrey Huff will be 4th. Adam Jones is the up-and-coming center fielder. He's just an athlete. He's just getting better and better. He's only 22 this year. He'll hit 5th. Luke Scott, 20-homer potential. He'll hit 6th. Greg Zaun, he will probably only be the catcher for Baltimore until mid-May. And this Matt Wieters kid's going to come up, and he's probably going to move into the 5-hole. And he'll probably still hit 20, 30 home runs, even though he's only there 4 months of the year. Is Torres, former Cardinal, hit 8th, and PA will be 9th and play left field. Pitching staff's horrendous, though.
Well, yeah, they not replaced, but they put in 4 new guys. They got, Koji Urahara, rookie, Adam Eaton, Alfredo Simon, and Mark Hendrickson coming in there. It's never going to be good when you're putting 4 new pitchers in there.
It's not, right? And you know what's funny is the one you missed is the ace, and that's Jeremy Guthrie. And
I was just saying the new guys, but yeah, he is the eighth.
Yeah, he's the team's just struggling. So George Sherrill is your closer. He's never really a shutdown closer. Really not a lot of pitching, but neither does Toronto. So, besides Halladay, there's not much there for Toronto either. That's why Baltimore finished in 4th.
Yeah, that's true. Thinking about Toronto, though, Vernon Wells obviously the best player there, probably, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, if he can be healthy. He'll drive in 100 runs. He'll hit 25 homers. Everybody likes his Alex Rios. Truth be told, I'm not a huge Alex Rios fan. I think he's a little overrated. He's still a quality player, but I don't think he should be rated as high on the quote-unquote fantasy baseball magazines as high as he is. Scudero's leading off. He's been around for ages. Aaron Hill, just your average segment. Aaron Hill reminds me a lot of Aaron Miles. So he just kind of does little things. Adam Lind is hitting fifth. This guy, once Cito Gaston came to the Jays and replaced the old manager there, he became, basically Cito Gaston went to Adam Lind, so you're going to hit fourth the rest of the year. Once he told him that, he hit 12 bombs the last two months of the year and really hit almost 300. Roland, if he can ever stay healthy, he's going to hit sixth. Lyle Overbay seventh. He'll hit 280 for you. Barajas eighth, and Travis Snyder, he's an up-and-coming rookie. Lots of power. I don't think he's going to be hitting in the 9-hole too long.
The funny part about this is the Orioles and the Blue Jays, they're not great teams, but they look so much worse in this division.
Oh.
If they were to play in the AL
Central
West or the AL Central, they'd be competing.
They would. I completely agree.
It's unfortunate that they're on the East Coast.
Oh, they need to put those three teams in their own division. Tampa, Boston, and the Yankees. And how funny is it?
Well,
12 months ago, we would have never thrown Tampa into that.
Exactly.
That's what's so great about the Rays.
Yeah. So, anything else to mention here about the NL East?
The AL East?
Yes, the AL East.
Toronto, their pitching staff of Halladay, and after that, they just really don't have much. BJ Ryan's the closer. Everybody has Yankees winning this division. Everybody. And just because of CC and Burnett, you know what? Burnett needs to stay healthy. He is injury prone big time. They still have Phillip Hughes down there who can replace him. I told you, it's the aura about Boston. It's their GM. It's just, they have that just good feeling about him. I think the best thing they did was trade Manny. I just think it made it a better locker room, a better team. I just like that Boston squad.
All right, well, this has been the preview for the AL East. Get it right there. From the Big League Baseball blog. You can always email us at bigleaguebaseballblog@gmail.com. Check us out at bigleaguebaseballblog.blogspot.com. You can always comment on our stories and let us know what you think. And thank you very much for listening. We're ready for the 2009 season.